It gets tricky sometimes to escape when your opponent has some experience. At the beginning, if you are doing sparring with somebody without experience, you just can unbalance them, reach and roll, and with that, you can escape. Let's say if somebody haven't trained jiu-jitsu for a while, maybe you can catch one arm like so, and then reach and roll. There are many variations, but roughly that will be the first basic escape. Now, if somebody has more experience, you're gonna try to do that, and it certainly is not going to work. So we're going to do something more realistic that is going to help you to escape from mount, even with somebody with experience. The first thing I want to check is the position of my opponent on top of my body. I mean, they can be in a low mount like now, or in a high mount. So if they go close to my armpits, this is a high mount. This is very, very bad. I never should allow my opponent to be in this position, otherwise I'm exposing a lot of my arms and my neck, and they can start attacking me. So as soon as somebody comes to mount, you're already gonna check your position. As low as better. You can see that I am using my frames here, like so, on their arms. So I try to place my arms, and all my defenses are going to be in the lower body. Whatever I try here, like pushing or trying to choke them, are going to result normally in an attack, because I'm exposing my arms here, so they can control me or they can start attacking me. So I'm going to frame the lower body. It could be like so or like so. Very important to keep your elbow close to your body and push them down. That's the first step. Now, the other thing you want is they normally are going to be low. If they are standing like that, this is way easier. It's way easier to unbalance them. Okay, if you reach and roll sideways, you see, they have to keep the balance there. It's difficult for them to keep the balance there. So normally they are going to be low. This is the right way to mount. Now from here, we check that they are low, and then I'm going to go sideways. Look, the detail with this leg. I'm going to turn in this direction. This leg is going to be glue on the floor, straight. And like so. You see? Now I'm going to be sideways. One shoulder on the mat, one shoulder is pointing to the ceiling. Elbows close to my body. Okay? If you start pushing or extending your arms, they normally can get a control on your arm, or they can go for your back. So you're going to be here. Now imagine that this leg is a dustpan and the top foot is the brush, and you are going to collect the foot. Okay? So this is the elbow escape. It's the classical escape. I'm going to collect the foot and trap the foot between my legs. You see? So very important to keep the bottom leg against the floor, very heavy, glue on the floor, and then I collect the foot. After this, I'm going to have to do two movements in one. I'm going to push my knee between my opponent's knee between my legs, and I'm going to turn toward the other direction, facing my opponent like a half guard. So I can block the legs, my opponent's legs, push, and then bring the bottom leg close to me, and then from here transition to. So one more time. Mount, I check their low, go sideways, trap the foot. Now from here, 1, 2. You can get a little knee shield here, and you can start getting some sort of distance to go for cluster. Okay. So that is one. The second one. Sometimes happen when you start to do this technique that they go to S mount right away like this. So now, if you keep trying this to catch this foot, it's going to be very difficult. Now from here as well, they're gonna try to choke you to get your arm, to get your back. So very important for you to keep your elbows glued against your body. Now I'm going to try to sweep this foot with my body, like I'm going to do like a reverse hip escape. So I want to sweep this foot with my hips. I do a few steps. Now I'm gonna move my hip from here to there and my elbow to the floor, like so. See? One more time. So I try the elbow escape, the transition to a S mount, and I do a few steps. This elbow to the floor, very important. My hips here. Now from here I try to connect my elbow and my knee. So even if they come to try to go to mount again, I'm gonna start defending. Okay? There are a lot of situations. You can attack the leg, you can go under, sometimes you can start going towards the back. Depending on what your opponent give you, you take. Okay? So